Yo, 420 kids live direct in the club, Oklahoma City, bound to D-Town. Knowledge is key, Dirty Mac, and what's happening?
Yo,
What's the
yo,
business? Yes. Today's episode, we got Whoopi Goldberg in hot water after post remarks about the Jewish community. It's like you can't, I guess homosexuals and Jews are the only people that you can't talk about. Everybody else gets made fun of except these people, apparently. Let's go into this next video article real quick.
Remarks about the Holocaust, but let's start at the beginning. This is what she said earlier this year that ultimately got her suspended from The View.
Let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race. It's about man's inhumanity to man.
Okay, she then doubled down that same evening.
I feel being black, when we talk about race, it's a very different thing to me. So I said that I felt that the Holocaust wasn't about race, but I thought it was a salient discussion because as a black person, I think of race as being something that I can see. When you talk about being a racist, I was saying you can't call this racism. This was evil. This wasn't based on the skin. You couldn't tell who was Jewish.
Whoopi would later apologize to her viewers right before her suspension.
I said that the Holocaust wasn't about race, and it was instead about man's inhumanity to man. But it is indeed about race, because Hitler and the Nazis considered Jews to be an inferior race. Now, words matter, and mine are no exception. I regret my comments, as I said, and I stand corrected. I also stand with the Jewish people, as they know, and y'all know, because I've always done.
Man, what the hell? I'd like to point this out before I pass the mic real quick. Black people didn't play a part in the Holocaust, but the Jewish community had a major role in the transatlantic slave trade of African Americans. With that being said, why do you think they're criticizing basically African Americans for saying they're Jewish? Give me some insight on that, bro.
So first of all, the headline was Oprah Winfrey doubles down. So the whole news article right there was pretty much just about saying how she apologized and then said the same exact thing. Yeah, how Whoopi Goldberg apologized. Then she doubled down and said the exact same thing. The only thing she changed was she said being black, or from a black perspective, I see that it was two white people. But one of those white people was, I guess they would say, attempting to be the superior race, even, white on white crime. So from a black perspective, he's saying, well, I couldn't look at it and say it was white people going to war. However, people, she got to the expression of the words, and that is the true sense of what I was getting to. The only thing that she changed was she said, okay, they were trying to be a superior race, and from a black perspective, I didn't see that as racism. I didn't view it, but when I thought about it, I corrected my words. It did have to do with racism. They were trying to be a superior race. But they said she doubles down because now that hits the ball, the tennis racket ball, it hits it back in your court. So what do you say? She doubled down. She didn't double down. She apologized and she corrected her words. Eventually, something out there doesn't want you to attract to the truth. They don't want you to attract to the more you knock on the truth door, we're going to drop bombshells tonight. Like we're going to go there. Because it's pushing into the new year, it's definitely time for some elevation. So in between saying that, the cause and effect as to what Whoopi Goldberg was doing is as simple as the rap music to slave movies. It's the same exact difference. Everybody's the rappers on trial now. The rappers being murdered left and right. Nobody cares the life of a rapper. They're as simple as taking the candy, taking the music, and opening the rapper up and throwing the rapper away. You know, the jail, death, it doesn't matter. Because something has intentionally taught slavery to the youth and to the people. And then once it grows and manifests, this is the effects of what you see. So if we're going to talk about the effect, we got to talk about the seed somebody keeps planting in Hollywood where they want to make all these damn slave movies.
White on white crime is running rampant. It's a war in Ukraine, as well as the Holocaust. The Jewish community versus the German community. Now, me personally, from my perception, the way I interpret things, I don't see it being about race, because just like they call our shit black on black crime, it's just white on white crime. It wasn't a war with another race of people. So with her statements being said, so I don't know, but I know they start hitting them pockets and they start making motherfuckers start apologizing. You hear me? Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know they canceled her off the View. I'm like, damn, man. Whoopi Goldberg, who's next? What other black person is next? But please believe they don't have any problem with making, what's the latest slave movie, Emancipation, with Will Smith. You hear me? They don't have any problem with showing African Americans in a derogative image on the media, on the radio stations, even in school right now. They teaching the little kids, probably in about 6th grade, they showing them about teaching African American children about slavery, a state of submission. So with that being said, man, I think the people talking about anti-Semitism is anti-Semitic. Ain't that it? How can that be? The people talking about anti-Semitism are the anti-Semitic people. A subfamily of Afro-Asiatic, you hear me? A subfamily of Afro-Asiatic. So everybody know what Afro means, but like I said, they're painting them. And then these people, they all this cancel culture. I mean, all the cancel cultures, they've all been black. You hear me? African Americans. Everybody they canceling is African American. Oh, Dave Chappelle. Oh, who's the latest victim right now? Kevin Hart. The Arab world is trying to cancel Kevin Hart for saying we the real Egyptians, which we are the real Egyptians. We just didn't call it Egypt. We called it Kemet. You know, where is the origins of the Arab people? Where are they?
So would that make us Egyptians? If we called it Kemet and now somebody represents and they call it Egypt, is that making you an Egyptian?
Let me come and say it like this.
Damn.
Let me go into your house. Let me go into your house. It ain't no longer your house. It's my house. Just change it just like that. It was your house. Now it's my house. You were previous. You were the inhabitant. You were the indigenous people. But I am the inhabitant because I came and stole it. You hear me? That makes me inhabitant. You are indigenous to the land, though. Yeah.
Well, when you steal it, you lay down the law. You steal it, you lay down the law. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was yours, but now we call it my house. It was your house.
It was
now
your
we
house.
call it my house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's really as simple as that. It was yours. Now it's mine.
And what you gonna do about it, you motherfucking niggas? What you gonna do about it?
You ain't gonna ever learn that it was yours. You not. Matter of fact, everybody after you will never let you know that you ever even did inhabit it or was king of the land. Like, because you become a threat to wanting to be that, or at least somebody scared. There's definitely a fear there. There's definitely a fear. But like I say, we can go deep into this, bro, because just here recently, I looked at these scientists being arrested. Animals walking in circles for days together. To some of them, they say some of them some sheep or something walked around in circles for 12 days. Some of them start going to the middle and dying in the middle of the circle. A circle is a sphere. Yeah, it's a circle. So the more circles you make, it becomes portals. Like it becomes portals. This is why these animals are going into the middle. Like they saying something is taking place in the earth we live on. Like something major is taking place. But we just keep we roll with the drama. We roll through anything that take our attention off what's real. Oprah Winfrey is too intelligent to get caught in are you a Jew? Why did you say they couldn't catch her up in nothing? So they just say, we're gonna hit your pockets. You doubling down.
Whoopi. Yeah, Whoopi.
You still not, you double down. So you don't know what they want to hear because Kanye, he doubled down. The more explanations, and they gonna find a word that you didn't say, and that's how Whoopi got him. She said, okay. Since y'all want to say it was, I'm saying it wasn't a racial war, then I'm gonna say, okay, somebody was trying to be the superior race then.
It's white on white crime.
Now they say double down. But if you look at, bro, it's difficult. We don't know where we get our information from. So I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if shit white on white crime. I don't know if it's black on black crime. I really don't know, because the further you go down that rabbit hole, other holes open. Indians don't call themselves black. It's a lot of Africans that Akon just said some stuff that showed how he look at the average rapper or young black male. He put it out there. Talking about, these niggas jump out. Talking about the Nigerians stage presence way better because these niggas just get out and get high and be sagging with their pants down. Bro. I mean, I get what he's saying. I'm not interested in seeing no boy bottom either. You know what I'm saying? There is ways, but that's the young wave. I'm not gonna knock it. If I can't knock a man wearing a dress, I can't knock. I'm not gonna look at nobody no different. I mean, that's like a slippery slope. When people start getting to those points, that's a slippery slope you're dealing with. There's a lot of people that I know things about or things, and I'm not judging that person because you never know somebody's walk. So whatever they doing, I really look at it like it don't have the least to do with me. You can control what you let in your inner sphere, in your inner circle. You can control it or you can't control it. It's one of the two. But just that on this piece, man, I say it's way too many slave movies for the young thug trial to be taking place. For all of this drama with Houston and Takeoff being shot, a lot of this stuff, it's like it's reoccurring, like the same playbook. Like ever since Tupac, Biggie, it just spiraled out of control. Like whole labels are going to jail for rap beefs. Stuff they talking about last for years.
Irv Gotti and Death Row. Same shit. This play is so old. Same playbook.
Same playbook. You let people make this type of music, you put all these designer drugs out here, but the designer drugs is, man, it's crazy. It's so crazy that even speaking the truth, it makes people feel uncomfortable. So you try to watch how much truth you really even give to people, because they gonna feel uncomfortable watching it. Like, wow, they out here like, yeah, and it can draw a different, greater attention. So sometimes they say be careful what people ask for and all this and that. Yeah, you got to think way ahead on this. That's why from now on, like I be saying, these lives right here are all of the lives. If you see either one of those brothers on this, she's gonna be popping from here forward. Like, we're gonna bring the new year in a whole different type of way. So definitely, my closing statement on that, man. I hope y'all ready to bring the new year in, because there will be no more ties to slavery. I'm not carrying any weight like that, because it's like not realizing how great you really are, how sound, how vibrant, like what you really are. We have seen too many great examples. I mean, every invention that you look at, left or right, they were all in Kemet. Every invention that you see here today, they exist in Kemet. So that right there shows you the brilliance. There's a reason why there is a big Jew fit and all these other different fits that people have. Because when you're being honest, would you ever throw a fit? Like if you're not lying, you at some point you get to the point where I'm not even finna argue about that. Like let's talk about it live. I have yet to see any person that's mad come out and say they mad and why they mad. Only thing they say is apologize. Now we ain't talking about shit. Apologize. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry.
A lot of men. We see a lot of this shit in some of our partners. You know, with the feminine tendencies, just men in general, energy, emotions. A lot of men oftentimes think women, I think men are more emotional than women because it's energy. The E stands for energy and motion, emotion, energy. We have more energy, physical energy than women. That's probably the only one. But as far as the white on white crime thing being portrayed, and why you would see rappers getting killed more than you will hear about a war or about the Holocaust. How many people died in the Holocaust? 6 million, 5 or 6 million. They said 100 million in the transatlantic slave trade. And so if that's offensive to Jewish people, imagine how keep making 20, 30 slave movies a year. How imagine how us feel taking our children and teaching our kids this. These are the people teaching this shit to our kids. But so we gotta, if we stood up with how we on the Young Life about the music, about this white supremacy and this, like I said, they getting criticized and ridiculed for stuff that they're saying that is true. So like I didn't know Jews were a race of people. I thought it was a religious indoctrination. You know, that was my because they look what? I don't know. Do they have Arab Jews? Are there Arab Jews? Are there Indian Jews? Are there Russian Jews? Are there white Jewish people? Are there African Jews? So I know. Once you say you're African American, you're placed in a category. Once you say you're European, you're placed in a category. So the whole race thing, they just making up shit. They making up the rules as they go. And they just making it up as they go. They moving the goalpost. They steady moving. Hey, you ain't gonna never hit a field goal, motherfucker steady moving the goalpost. You hear me? So
no, for real.
But the racism thing they got going on, they're painting Whoopi Goldberg once again. She has a biracial child by a white person. So basically, when you say a person is anti-Semitic, are you saying they're racist, or are they specifically denouncing the Holocaust? Because goddamn, the Germans versus the white Jews, the white Germans. Are there black Germans? Are there black Asian people? I don't know, because it's like we're all over the place. We all over the place. So
it's definitely black Asians.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's black everything.
Cambodians.
The Hawaiians.
Everywhere we go. For real.
Yeah.
I mean, everything had to gravitate from the same place.
There you go. So with that being said, man, I think it's a lot of high-powered bullshit that they're going on portraying in this media. They're just using this to rapidly decrease African-American resources. Whoopi Goldberg, they're hitting their pockets financially. But like, I wonder what slave movie's coming out. Will Smith was supposed to make a movie called The Last Black Pharaoh about Takara, but we keep seeing slave. Hey, man, me personally, I'm tired of the fucking slave movies. I don't want to see another motherfucking slave movie about African Americans being in chains and bondage. Me personally, I'm sick of it. You know, so we got to learn to stand for something, or we'll keep falling for anything, because this is disgusting, man. I'll be tired of my partners. Man, stop calling me with that bullshit, man. Goddamn, you know. But they watching all type of killing on TV, but our killing somehow is often pointed out more. I'm like, you following the same script that they point you at? That's what the media is portraying. This is the script that we following. So, man, we got to do better about pointing out our injustices and our indifferences. And we can't let them tell us what our problems are. they are goddamn problems. You hear me? Like I said, they played a major role. The Jewish community played a major role in the transatlantic slave trade of African Americans, of the people of African descent. We didn't play one role in the Holocaust. We didn't put a dollar, a dime on nothing, didn't profit from it. So who's the racist here? Who's the racist?
Well, why we can't why can we get the slave movies, but we ain't had this Black Wall Street film yet?
No, they don't want you to see that.
Why in schools they not talking about all these lakes, what is black cities or so-called, cities buried under these lakes? Like
for no reason than being successful. For no other reason than they were successful.
So at least why are these stories not told? Like, why are they not talked about? If we can talk about something prior to now, the slavery thing is supposed to be older than Black Wall Street. It's supposed to be older than the city under Lake Lanier. The stuff is supposed to have, so why are we not talking about that? Even the most recent, Michael Jackson, why we can't talk about his life in school? There's people that have lived great, amazing things. Why the reoccurrence of slavery? It's an energy. No wonder why you look around your neighborhoods and
it's about positioning.
People looking bad, they looking down, they don't have. Yeah, you teach slave. Just because we change this matrix and you program a mind, you will never, until you deprogram, you will definitely think, and you're a reflection of what your life will be a certain way. Because all of us, we wake up and eat out of boxes. We don't grow food. We got plants that can heal you that are legal. Like, we live in a real life simulation. We go in our house, you know what I'm saying, real time.
This is a healing plant right here. You hear me? Stress, anxiety, depression, pain. You hear me? Sleep, hunger. Yeah. Well-known facts, documented. What they call drugs, I call medicine. You hear me? And what they call medicine, I call drugs. You hear me? So I used to think that when I was a child that hypnosis was oh man, you can't hypnotize people like now. Oh man, people hypnotize. You could ask somebody just ask somebody about God, they're gonna start telling you everything in the book. You hear that? A script. You hear me? Like Smokey said, you got knocked the fuck out. They're gonna start reading the Bible script for script. Hey man, I'm not talking the King James version of the Bible. I ask you, what's your opinion? Yeah. It's a controlled thinking environment. Thinking is a long lost art in this country. You hear me? It's man. So free thinkers. Now the free thinking shit has gone beyond measure now. Goddamn. Hey man, classifications is for a reason. You hear me? Well, what if a horse doesn't want to be called a horse? I'm not a horse. Don't call me a horse. He say he a cow. The horse say he a cow. Does this pass on to the animals? The chicken say he ain't a chicken, he a rooster. Or I'm an eagle. I'm an eagle.
The horse say he a man.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm a man. I'm a man.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Boy, the horse? Ooh,
man. On top of that. God damn.
Yeah.
We don't know what.
Hey, that's the next play right there, man. Medicinal herbs, brother. That's the next play right there. Because you hear of a whole lot of hemp oils, CBDs, sarsaparilla, ginger root. They say if somebody gets sick, boil lemons, garlic, ginger, put honey in it after you finish, and chop some onions up. Put that in there too. Yeah, bro, it knock out a whole lot of these colds and infections. It's so many things that it's time for us to get back to, because there is a need for helping the people. A lot of people are out here on these podcasts being fake, looking for so and so, like they gonna help a trial, you know, talking about trials, even though we definitely need to be on the Young Thug trial. It's a lot of subliminal messages and things out there to the people with trials like it's a big distraction for people as far as really what's going on, but they put Thugger through a lot in the industry. That man had to wear purses, be a gangster. He was getting tested, and 9 out of 10 things happen around you when you got a lot of money and you from them places. It's like you automatically set up in a catch-22, and they're making it where everybody else can go free, and they just want to make an example out of this one person, which 9 out of 10, everything other people was going around there doing is not because they was no YSL gang. That's not the case. And people crazy if they believe that. Like they crazy if they think we even operate.
And so millions of dollars in music, millions of dollars in music, and they still call them a gang. They won't call them a legit business.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars in music. Get the fuck out of here. That's why they're giving these motherfuckers plea deals, 15 years probation. Yeah. Where's all these bodies y'all talking about? You hear me?
Yeah.
Where's all the bodies and all the horrendous crimes? Shit. I ain't seen nothing. I'm telling you. They give these, I done been to trial. You hear me? So I'm telling you, you're supposed to get your motion of discovery. They don't give you none of that shit. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
They don't give you, you don't even know what, matter of fact, they tell you shit like you can't talk to your brother. What?
Yeah.
I can't talk to my brother. We're supposed to be preparing to fight a case. I'm fighting for my life, but I can't talk to my co-defendants.
Yeah.
But you got all the resources and you just, I don't know what I'm facing.
You making deals with the co-defendant, but you can't even speak to the co-defendant.
You can't speak to the co-defendant.
Man, that's out of bounds.
You can't talk to your brother. Matter of fact, what they say, you said they can't use slime or YSL. You can't.
Oh, they said they can't until they off probation. Dude said he got to go through. His brother said he had to go through and adjust his music and take the word slime out of everything he said to try to drop the music. You know, I guess he need to be the breadwinner now. You know, he need to step up whatever which way it is. But say he got to go back and record his music because he can't say YSL, slime. It's a few different things he can't represent because that means he still represent the gang. And they know damn well that it's a gang. If that's the case, bro, it's a lot of corporations that need to be brought down, and a lot of people need to get immediately. Immediately.
Basically, these Jewish conglomerates is profiting from slavery. You hear me? Shit. Now, what are you talking about? That's a goddamn.
Hell yeah, they still. I bet you on Prime they still got that from Hebrew to Negroes on there.
And they still making money. They own most of the penitentiary. That's not no false statement. They own the penitentiaries. Yeah. They own the prisons. They own the drug companies. They own all this shit. You hear me? So, hey, I said, say you're sorry. I don't give a damn who you think you are, you fucking nigger. He's all bad. You can't prove you Jewish. It ain't named Kemet. Yeah. It's named Egypt now. It's Egypt now. It ain't your house. It's my house now. So shit, it's my toys and it's my rules. So we start marching and we get mad and we start praying and shit. Hey, I'm not laughing, man. We start marching, holding up signs and shit. We start praying, singing slave hymns, we shall overcome and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Hey, these people have a navy, they have an army, they have an air force, and we don't see the need for a military. Race, everybody else is talking about race except us. We on this love everybody shit, everybody hate, and we don't hate people. We're God-fearing people. We love everybody. But let me tell you, everybody don't love us. And they don't want you talking about this shit because you're going to start asking too many questions. You start asking too many. You're just supposed to believe this shit. You hear me? Don't question God. Don't question nothing. You hear me? Just believe. A blind faith. Where can you navigate anywhere blindly? Close your eyes and walk to the bathroom. You hear me? How long you been living in your house? You hear me? Years. And I bet you if you close your eyes, you can't get to the bathroom. You hear me? But
no, I can though.
Oh, you can.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to put camera on. We're gonna have to put the camera on. You hear me?
Hey,
I'm gonna have to cash out you 500. You get to the bathroom.
For real.
You got it? Hey, but this blind faith, hey man, question everything. You hear me? Question everything. Hey, let's say, hey, you come in the house at 5 in the morning. Where you been? I was out. Just believe me. Have a blind faith. You hear me? Just believe. That shit don't work in a relationship. It definitely shouldn't work in nowhere. Where the fuck you been? It's 5 in the morning. Fuck you mean you was talking about, hey, where the fuck you been? Motherfucker finna turn the house up. You hear me?
I was some real motherfuckers say, fuck, I was sleepy.
I was sleepy. You hear me?
Hey, I'm going back to sleep.
Man, so we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. Yeah, man. So in closing, man, this shit that they paint, Whoopi Goldberg, Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, Dave Chappelle, who else? Kevin Hart. They're painting them as some type of, man, I need to stop that shit, man. I need to stop that. And like I said, goddamn it, if I see another slave movie, this shit is over. Say one more motherfucking word, and this shit is over. You hear me? Hey, for real, man. That's my closing piece, man. What you got for me, Knowledge, man? This is crazy, man.
We out there.
We out there.